Hey, welcome back to Game Design Speed Run. This time we're going to be doing something a little bit different. This is going to be a follow-up video to one of the previous runs that we did. Rather than running against the clock, I'm going to be looking at something that was created existing from the series and go back and after a little bit of playtesting see what worked and what didn't. On the screen you can see Crest of the Year, which I printed out in this big chunky game here, half of which is reminder cards, by the way. And I played a few rounds and there's a few things that need changing in order to balance it, so I figured we'd come back and do kind of like a review almost. So first things first, start from the very top, right? 2 to 4 players, I think is still okay. I played it with 2 players and it, some of the winning the game stuff, the tiebreakers, is basically win on your turn or lose if you're both running for the same crest. 30 to 60 minutes. I think it would only ever go for an hour if you're playing with 4 slow people. It's probably more realistically 20 to 40. It's about 10 minutes per player. Setup is fine. So with gameplay, there's a few different problems. So first of which, drawing cards until you have only 3 in hand means that if you do any card drawing, then you're just not drawing in that action 1, right? Like you're making it a bit redundant. So it should be more like search for a card, like look at the top few and add a particular one and put the rest not like on the discard or whatever, like so it's not just straight up drawing. There was one of the effects here. This is a full list of what cards do. It was dragon something. You might have been this, draw the top card of the discard pile, that I did a lot and it didn't feel fantastic. Also there's an effect here that's missing and should have been put in, which is shuffle cards from the discard pile back into the deck. Because no matter what you know, the deck is going to run out as people are drawing cards. Then it's basically a free crest you can win on. 12 cards in your tableau is difficult. It's probably the hardest one. I tried to go for that in the second round that I played and I got to like 8 or 9. I added 2 extra cards by activating Mouse, which is just one other top card of the deck, to your tableau, and I still didn't get quite close enough. So I might need to lower that to 10, maybe less, like 8. 15 cards removed from the game. The highest that I saw was 10, and then some got shuffled back to make 7. So I think maybe 15 is okay. 4 of the same animal was relatively easy. But no card in the deck needs balance. And yeah, sorry, I detracted really hard. The original drawing cards thing. So there's take a card from your opponent's hand at random, and there's a few make your opponent discard cards effects with the tiger. And on your turn, you at the start draw 3 cards, add 1 to your tableau, and then discard 2. So you have none. You have none during your opponent's turn. Which makes all those cards do nothing. And the quick fix that we did was action 6, draw 3 cards. Like draw until you have 3 cards in hand again. So like at the beginning and at the end you do it. But then it means discarding a card doesn't really do anything. It's not great. So that's probably an effect that needs to be fixed also. So I think you would just remove that particular interaction. This is all fine, and I'm iffy about how the tiebreakers work. Maybe. Because the big problem is in a 2-player game, if you see your opponent is chasing no cards in the deck, or a certain amount of cards removed from the game, you can just try and get onto that also. I think the first tiebreaker should be the most number of cards, not whose turn it is. So in the 5th action step, if 2 players would win at the same time, player with the highest number, most probably also fine. And the number of cards in hand, like it's either 0 or 3. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. That was really dumb. Ties are further ties are broken by the player whose turn it is. Probably enough. Like, it'll do. So I want to change it so that I don't need an extra card draw step, right? I want to change it so that there isn't this hand problem, right? So I'm going to save this for now. That's taking a hot minute. And then reminder cards. Yes. Okay, fine as that. That's highly inconvenient. I wish I had done it per page printed, but that's fine. So 12 cards in your tableau. I think we cut down to 10. So both like 10 cards in your tableau means that there's 10 rounds and then a win condition is triggered. No cards in the deck means that there's 12 rounds. Except it's very easy, like naturally, but there's a lot of extra throwing things away. There's a lot less putting extra things in your tableau. Let me look at the cards. Let's bring this up. So yeah, all you need to do is monkey 3 times, right? And pig is great. I think there was another one that ends monkey pig, which is 3. So like 5 times monkey pig. I think 15 is okay. I think there's enough support for scroll to be okay. I think cloud is the most balanced one, and crane I think is what we're fixing now. So I want to save this. I want to replace save as cards. It was named Crests. Okay, so groups. Okay. This first one. It's such a messy job in this because it was in a hurry, but it's whatever. Choose an opponent to remove a card in their hand from the game. So tiger is opponent, monkey is remove. I think we could change it to tableau. And if the opponent's choosing, it's really not that, like it could just help them. They're like, oh, I'll give them this one, I don't need it. It's only like bad if you're trying to get to 10 cards. So from there, tableau. Okay. That extra draw is kind of like, I think all the dragon cards need to be changed, probably. Is there, so what is, it's pig dragon. I feel like pig dragon is also kind of draw 3 cards, this card one. What else we got? Dragon rabbit. Big monkey. Dragon tiger. Dragon tiger is probably the most problematic one. I'll fix that in a minute. Yeah, pig tiger as well. So I think drawing the top card of the discard pile. Like the other problem with that is that drawing the top card of the discard pile puts either the dragon or the pig back into your hand. And that's what I was looking for. There's a return a card from the discard pile to your hand. The rabbit is 3 random. It's not like, I think rabbit should be shuffle back into the deck. Discard back into the deck. But there's one that's put a card from the discard pile into your hand. Yeah, monkey is reading. Pig, rabbit. Pig is discard, dragon is draw. How about instead put 2 cards from the discard into your hand, and because then if you're doing that, you're basically choosing what your discard's going to be next round. So you could go like, I'll put pig back in my hands. I can bin another 5 cards or 7 cards into your hand and put 2 cards on top of the deck. So this way, it could be used to slow down the deck being put away and also tutor something out, which solves like 2 of our problems at once. The beauty of this game is that all I need to change is the reminder cards. So let's see. Bless me. Fine, that's what it's called. Place. Okay, so open up, have a look at the doubles. What doubles do I want to change? I want to change Tiger to Tiger. So let's try it. What a mess. What a mess. Okay. So I'm assuming press in move. Double page. Go to the text page. Now I have to find, so the double page starts with draw 3 cards, discard 1. So it's probably the first. No, that would be too easy. So here, and then what? Let me just put it over here so I can take a card. Let's remove these. Take a card, add the top card of the deck to below, put the top 7 cards. So, okay, look, nailed it. I'm gonna nerf this to 5. It's already too easy to mill all the cards. Make this 6. This is fine. Draw 3 cards, discard 1, like, and this one is what I want to change. So I'm going to change this to draw 4 cards, discard 1. So you're sort of tutoring a good hand. How about draw 5 cards, discard 2. Let me nerf this even more. Because now Dragon is starting to be useful instead of just like your hand already refills to 3, like you're not actually getting card advantage. Now Dragon is actually sort of dig for a particular kind of cards you're looking for. Now I need to change this because taking a card from your opponent's hand sucks. Doesn't quite do what you want it to do. Thinking, put a card from the tableau on top of the deck. So, still messing with your opponent. And it's one more card in the deck to stop it from running out. But it's not super powerful. Actually, all players. Let's make it all players. Let's make it a party. This way, when you activate it, you're like, okay, I have a junk card, but this person doesn't have a junk card. They got 3 out of 4 dragons or whatever. It's like less offensive to the person to your left than the person to your right. Because the person, I guess it also depends on what order everyone decides to put the card on top of the deck, but someone might end up just drawing it right back. One person might end up drawing it right back. It's not terrible. So I like where this is, and this is reminder 1, the doubles. So we'll save. Taking a long time today. Save as reminder 1. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's try. What's the next one look like? Reminder 2 is everything just shifted down once. So let's grab these, shift them down once, and then grab these 3. No, I just need the 1. The rabbit. Is there something I actually wanted to change from this? Choose an opponent to draw 2 cards from the deck. Maybe. I don't know how great that is. Feels like it does nothing. Okay, conveniently they are ordered. So choose an opponent to draw 2 cards from the deck. It's kind of not great. Instead, we're gonna go reveal the top 5 cards of the deck. Choose an opponent to select 3 of them to go to your hand. Discard. So much text. Discard the rest. Let's move that up a little bit. So it's basically Dragon, except an opponent intervenes and chooses which ones you get to keep. Not bad. Bit more play agency in the game. Fine. Draw the top card of the discard pile. It's like not great. That's a toughie. So Dragon is draw, Rabbit is discard. Like, basically put cards in your hand. You already have one that's put 3 random discarded cards into your hand. So maybe it's just choose one. Choose 1 card from the discard pile, which is currently Rabbit Pig. Which is not great. I can't double up. That's the whole point. Instead, draw the bottom 3 cards. Okay, file, save as, reminder 2. Yeah, okay, so Seems so not neat all of a sudden. There we go. So now I need the next list of effects. Okay, each opponent discards a card needs a fix. This seems fine. Seems fine. Seems fine. Also seems fine. So we just need to fix this. So pig is discard, tiger is opponent. Choose 3 cards from the discard pile, which is up to 3. Up to 3 from the discard pile for an opponent to hand. I've like really not universalized all the language in this game, and it's going to be super confusing, but this is not a major project, so I'm not going to sit down and like proofread every single thing and fix it. The idea for this video is to look at the speedrun game, and after having played it, look at what glaringly obviously didn't work. Like those cards that did just nothing, and fix that. And it's kind of like, it doesn't just feel like I'm throwing games into the void with the speedrun video. Like, making something in an hour is really cool, but if you make something in an hour that has things that just genuinely do nothing, then it's not the greatest, you know. Where's the monkey? This one, sort of fix that. It's really out of place. I am more happy with this. So let's save this. This one's reminder 3. So 1 left. Reminder 4, is it? Dragon monkey. It is. Right. There isn't a reminder 3 by name. That's a little odd, but so now here's the fun part. Is this one. So only the top 3 matter here because it overlaps. So come back to this category. Okay, but oops. Inverted, of course. Let me grab these last ones. I don't know what that is. Anyway, add a card from the discard pile to your tableau, seems good. Choose an opponent to remove a card from their tableau, seems good. Put 2 cards from the discard pile into your hand and put 2 cards into the deck. This is the one that we edited already. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I come back, have a look at this. So we fixed the tiebreaker. So the tiebreaker is less awkward in a 2-player game. So in it, like if you see that somebody else is gunning for the same win condition as you, you then decide to go, okay, either I need to change or have more than them off that crest, which is fun. So I'm going to replace this humongous. It does not need to be so big. There's one. So now 10 cards in your tableau shortens it a little bit. also. I feel like because there was like there's just as much removed from Tableau as there is add to Tableau. There is not just as much shuffle back into the deck as there is draw from the deck. But we made did we actually? I don't think we did. There was supposed to be something that was shuffle a bunch of cards back into the deck, but I don't think that's been made. I think literally the main thing I wanted to fix didn't happen. So I might have to jump back and do that. Ah, I made them too big. Or have I? Just gonna do this the absolute laziest way possible. Use this tiny bit of space here. Just gonna move this up there. Voila. It fits. So move it a little bit too. Yeah, I may have made a mistake and forgot to make some cards shuffle back into the deck, but I've made two things that put cards back into the deck, so it's not terrible. Now I just need to find something that will actually do that. Maybe Pink Dragon. I did like what Pink Dragon did there. Unfortunately. Pink Dragon, you've been relegated. How many cards? Like 6 cards, and it gives you 2 extra turns. Say up to 10 cards from the discard pile into the deck. Save the dock. Save the card. This one is Reminder 5. Go back. Delete fake Reminder 5. Get real Reminder 5. So now the beauty of it is all I have to do to change my prototype is to print out a page of reminder cards, or the 3 pages of reminder cards. All of the reminder card pages, maybe a new rules booklet. But now I have a slightly more tuned version of the game. And so the speedrun kind of works like getting a foundation together. And then I'm not going to do it for all of them, but every now and again I'll come back after I play a few games of it, be like, cool, this is what the game was, this is what worked, this is what wasn't, I'm going to go and fix it. You guys have a look at me sitting here awkwardly going, for another hour. Get something more playable, and then again I'll have a link for the original speedrun video in the description, and I'm going to have a link for the game you downloaded. This one is on itch.io. The beauty of it is the cards and the design and stuff like that already exist, and you could literally just take it and be like, it does whatever I want, you know, which isn't so bad. That's pretty much it. I didn't really have all that much extra to cover in this video. It's not like a big content drop, unless if I made lots and lots of mistakes. I guess that's kind of it. I hope this is slightly interesting. The challenge of the time pressure is something really different. Being able to sit here and go, okay, here's a list here's my grocery list of gripes that I have, is quite different. So if you thought this was interesting, this is something that someone mentioned in a comment that they were interested to see. If you thought this was cool, if this was something that you saw the speedrun video and you're like, this feels like half a job, you know, please let me know in the comments. Please, you know, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, hit the comments and say, Keith, you are the best ever, I love you. It warms my heart and I need to hear it because my day relies on it. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for hanging around. I'll catch you on the next video.